You didn't notice it happening. It wasn't a sudden crash. It was a slow, silent erosion. 10 years ago, you could sit with a book for an hour. Today, you can't sit with your own thoughts for 60 seconds. Your mind has been colonized. You're no longer the architect of your attention. You're a tenant in a building owned by algorithms that profit from your distraction. This is the death of deep thought, a forced evolution, a mental heist. You think you have a short attention span. You don't. You have a mutilated one. You are living in a state of permanent mental fog, a ghost haunting your own life. If you find yourself reaching for your phone while I am speaking, pay attention. That is the parasite twitching. The distraction isn't just outside of you. It is an open loop in your brain. Every notification you didn't click stays active in your subconscious, draining your mental energy like a leak. You aren't distracted by the world. You're distracted by the unfinished business you refuse to close. We have become dopamine aristocrats, expecting high-intensity hits for zero effort. We have lost the ability to find interest in the boring. And if you cannot find interest in the boring, you will never build anything great. You are terrified of the void. You reach for your phone in a 10-second elevator ride because you are afraid to be alone with yourself. Distraction is your anesthetic. But if you cannot sit in a dark room for 20 minutes in silence, you are a slave. You have fragmented your identity across a dozen apps, being a different person on every screen. This fragmentation makes focus impossible, because there is no whole self left to focus with. By noon, your focus battery is already dead, because you have wasted your spirit on 1,000 tiny, useless decisions. You have traded your genius for the convenience of choice. Stop being cattle. A focused mind is a hunter that searches for a specific prize. A fragmented mind is a victim that discovers whatever the feed provides. You have failed to focus so many times that your brain has learned to be helpless. You have accepted the identity of a distracted person, but that is a psychological suicide. The tragedy of the modern mind is that we have traded depth for breadth. We know a little bit about everything, and nothing about the things that actually matter. We are the most informed generation in human history, and yet we are the most ineffective historically. Greatness was a product of isolation. When Marcus Aurelius wrote his Meditations, he wasn't competing with a billion digital voices. He was alone with the silence of a Roman camp. When Michelangelo painted the Sistine Chapel, he wasn't checking his likes between brush strokes. Their genius was a direct result of their cognitive solitude. But you have been convinced that solitude is a bug when it is actually a feature. You are currently suffering from cognitive atrophy, just as a muscle withers when it isn't used. Your brain, the part of you responsible for willpower, is physically shrinking every time you choose the short-form hit over the long-form labor. You are performing a micro-lobotomy on your own future. The algorithm doesn't just want your time, it wants your neural architecture. It wants to rewire your brain to find comfort in the shallow, to find peace in the noise, to find fear in the quiet. If you feel an itch in your palm right now, if you feel a voice in your head telling you to check the time, understand what that is. That is the biological manifestation of your addiction. That is your brain crying out for a hit of digital opium because it can no longer handle the weight of reality. To be a sovereign in this age is an act of revolution. It is choosing to be boring in a world of clowns. It is choosing to be slow in a world of light-speed distractions. If you put 100 red ants and 100 black ants in a glass jar, nothing happens. But if you shake the jar, they start killing each other. They believe the other color is the enemy, but the enemy is the person shaking the jar. The algorithm is shaking your jar 24 hours a day. You are at war with yourself because you aren't in control of the glass. The diagnosis is clear. You are suffering from a fractured soul. But a soul can be mended through the labor of the hands. This video is ending, and the algorithm is already preparing to shake the jar again. It is about to show you another video to keep you in the fog. That is the moment of truth. Do you click, or do you execute the habit? Pick up the axe and choose the silence right now.